Well, it's true what they've been telling you. I've been talking about Wattpad. I've been saying it's real bad. You know, I've been talking a lot of trash on Wattpad, most notably on a comment that I left on one of Divya G's videos. Comment itself got more likes than most of my videos ever have. But I'm here today to make a confession. I've never actually been on Wattpad. All of my experience with Wattpad has come entirely through satirical videos and really bad examples. So I thought today I would take you with me as I take my first dive into Wattpad and see if it's as bad as people say. Let's take a dive into the hive. Wattpad, here we come. She's not a fan of the harmonica, I just found out. Like I said, I've been kind of throwing jabs at Wattpad a lot lately, and I mean, it's a meme, it's a joke, so I don't think anyone's offended. But I know a lot of people do take Wattpad pretty seriously, so I don't think I can continue to talk shit on something that I haven't actually ever taken a good look at. I've got it open here, I've created the account. The only thing I've done so far is the bit where you choose what type of stories you like, and then it's loaded up the next page, and that's it. I haven't even looked at anything else just yet. So here we have it, Wattpad, and I think the first thing to do, obviously, is to update my profile. Because naturally, you're all going to be adding me on here, right? When I start posting my awesome little booktuber dating Alison Brie fan stories, everyone's going to be clamoring to read them. Well, this blank slate just ain't going to do. We need to update the whole... We need to redo the whole thing. It is just very aesthetically uncomfortable. So there we have it, some minions, because aren't minions just the funniest, bro? Hot damn! I don't know about you guys, but I absolutely love it when my mum sends me like 50 Minions memes a day. Just fantastic. Now I also need a profile picture. So I wanted a super intense close-up of my face because that's the first thing I want people to see when they come to my Wattpad page, is me staring intensely at them. My location is under the boardwalk, down by the sea. Yeah. Now for the about section, I need to capture me in just a very short, like, dash of spice. We'll go YouTuber at Wolfshot Publishing, because people need to know. Voted most handsome booktuber 2 years running by everyone in my mum's knitting class. I can't lie. I shouldn't lie on here. Like, it's a whole joke thing, haha. But I shouldn't lie. Voted second most handsome. So there we have it. We have my profile. My profile's done, I guess, as much as it's going to be. Now I get to look through Wattpad itself. Let's finally see what the big deal is about this. What even is Wattpad, really? Like, I don't entirely understand, I think. From my understanding, it's just like a social platform where people can upload their writing, their stories, which is, all jokes aside, fucking fantastic. Fantastic idea for a social platform. The meme at this point, I think, for Wattpad has become that it's most well known for its, like, hilarious celebrity erotic fan fiction and just really poorly written stories. But again, that might just be the worst of the worst. So I'm just gonna go to the Wattpad homepage and we'll look from there. First thing you see, adopted One Direction. A story about literally getting adopted by a member of One Direction. That's kind of adorable. That's really wholesome, isn't it? Noticing a theme, it looks like a lot of broken romance, a lot of potential copyright infringements as well.
Cease and desist.
Wattie award winner. What the hell is the Watties? Is that like, I guess that's like a Wattpad award. Holy shit! 32 million reads, 1.3 million votes. 32 million! Jesus. That's more than like a lot of the biggest, most well-known authors. Jesus, is that a lot? That's got to be like Well, it's an award winner, I guess, but do they get money for that amount of reads? Jesus f***ing 66,000 reads. 754,000 reads. This is unreal. Is this common? Like, I'm assuming they're like short stories, so I mean that makes it a bit more understandable, but still, 11.4 million reads. That is insanity. I mean, I'm not too impressed by any of the covers or titles or even little bios I'm seeing here. It all seems pretty like standard. Like, I'm just gonna level with you, I've read the bios of like quite a few of these so far, and it just sounds like kind of like angsty teenage writing, which is what Wattpad has always been described to me as. Add in the fact that almost every cover is some kind of, like, I'm pretty sure these are pro wrestlers, and I don't know if this chick even knows that she's the cover of someone's story. It looks like she's just had a real drunk night out. She's not even wearing her shoe. As much as this seems like a platform for a very specific niche of writing, it's nothing to laugh at that most of these stories that I'm seeing so far, and I'm guessing this is why they're recommended in the first place, but they're going up of like hundreds of thousands of reads. The Whatties. So I want to have a look at the Whatties and see what the hell this is. Like, if there's prize money or... Alright, so it's just like a writing competition. They've got like categories, I guess. That's pretty cool. These look a lot more professionally done. I'm interested to know, please let me know in the comments, is there money in this? What, in getting millions of like reads on a story that people are uploading, and we're talking about stories that didn't look like they were that professionally done, so I can't even imagine how much these ones are getting. Are there like sponsorships? Are they getting payouts from Wattpad for so many people spending time clicking through their website? I'm confused, I'm shocked, I'm pleasantly surprised, and I'm very impressed. More power to everyone on this platform. I've done a lot of shit talking, but I'm sure as hell eating my words now. I still don't think this is the type of place I would put stories up, just because this seems a lot like a social platform like YouTube, where you have to kind of build an audience through regular uploads, that kind of thing. Well, look, I've seen the angst, I've been impressed by the amount of reads people are getting, but I'm not seeing what I came here to see. Where is the celebrity erotic fan fiction? Adoptions just ain't doing it for me. Who are people getting randy about nowadays? Surely there'd be like 100,000 stories on Chris Hemsworth. I can only imagine since bloody Thor. Well, there's a book of Chris Hemsworth one-shots. See, what I'm wondering is, what is the copyright like rules here? Like, is this like free reign? Are they not getting money for this? If you were uploading something that is just a compilation of other photographers' pictures of Chris Hemsworth that I'm guessing belong to magazines, etc., isn't that like copyright infringement? Or is it public domain, like uploading the photos on your own Facebook or something? Here we go, now we're talking. Love for a lifetime. A Chris Hemsworth fanfic. Chris Hemsworth love story. You and I, Chris Hemsworth. Love a man that can do both. It's wrong to love you. A Chris Hemsworth fanfiction. Calling me Chris Hemsworth. Love. Not another Chris Hemsworth fanfic. A little smut won't hurt. Requests are open? What requests? Sweeter than sugar. Chris Hemsworth. Abused Chris Hemsworth's sister. What? Hi, I'm Reese Hemsworth. Yes, I'm related to Chris Liam and Luke Hemsworth. They're my older brothers. Never heard of me? Well, that's because I was born way after them. In fact, Chris is 20 years. Blah, blah, blah. Trigger warning. Talks of abuse, suicide, depression, and anxiety in this book. Don't like it, don't read it. See, that's another grey area I'm feeling here. Is it morally, like ethically right to be writing a fan fiction involving, like, these aren't characters, like these are real people, involving them in a story that discusses things like suicide, depression, anxiety in like a fictional sense, taking real people and putting them in a fictional setting with topics like suicide and abuse? It's, I don't know. Here's the real question. Is there any Alison Brie? Come on, show me Alison Brie. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Not even an Alison Brie adoption story. Oh, well, that's severely disappointing. I like how Billionaire has its own genre. I want to know what like the most read Wattpad story is. Like, how high does that number go? 11 million. That's insanity. Okay, so I googled most read Wattpad stories and it gave me a list. One of them that I thought was funny was "The Bad Boy Stole My Bra," apparently. Let's see how many reads this one has. 102 million reads. 2.6 million votes. To put it in perspective, J.R.R. Tolkien, someone who is essentially a literary god, wrote Hobbit, Lord of the Rings, sold about 250 million books. This one has been read 100 million times. That is nearly half as many books as Tolkien has sold. I realize it's probably not a paid thing, you can just go and read this story, which would make it a lot more accessible, but that is still phenomenal. Anyway, that's it. You can follow me on Wattpad if you want. I don't know if I would ever upload anything, but at the very least, I think I'm going to do some reading of some of the stories on here and see how... I'm going to read some of the stories that are getting voted really well or are winning competitions and see if there's a different standard for Wattpad as to what is good and what isn't. Because I imagine for the most part these aren't published works. In fact, I doubt there's any published works on Wattpad because I think that would be a whole legal issue, but I want to see if, because it is more of a social platform where people are uploading and reading stories for free, if it's held to a different standard. I can definitely see now why people take it so seriously. That's become very clear to me. I was hoping to see more funny celebrity fan fiction, but oh well. I would be interested to know what, like, the worst of the worst Wattpad book titles are or something like that. Anyway, yeah, there we have it. I have a Wattpad account now, I guess. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Catch ya.
I swear, I'm gonna stop loving you.